You can create great posts with just your smartphone and the support of a few tools. In this video, I'll share the tools that I like to use and that have produced great results for our clients. First, let's talk about images. For many of your social media posts, your pictures take center stage. So you want to show something beautiful and eye-catching. Here are some tools that can help. Stencil lets you add text overlays and stickers to your pictures to create images like these. It also lets you size your image for the platform where you plan to share it. BigCollage is another app that lets you choose from thousands of stickers and different text fonts to add to your pictures. And as the name suggests, the app makes it easy to create a collage from multiple pictures. I also like to use Canva, which has a large number of templates you can choose from to make your images stand out. A tool like BeFunky lets you edit your pictures, add design elements, and create collages. And if you don't have the right picture, there's a free library of stock images to help you get started. PicMonkey offers similar functionality. You can easily edit your pictures and add design elements without needing a professional. Of course, you can rely on built-in filters from your camera app or within Instagram. More customizable tools like VSCO, a color story, or Afterlight give you even more filter options to add color or depth to your pictures. You'll make your images look great in no time. Video attracts attention in social media, and creating video is easier than ever. You can start with a video you created on your phone, for instance, and then edit it in tools like Adobe Spark or Shotcut. Don't have your own video? No problem. A tool like Biteable lets you create video from a large database of existing stock video clips, and it offers a selection of templates to get you started. Or you can create a video out of a sequence of still images with a tool like Animoto. It's a great way to benefit from the attention-grabbing properties of video, even if you don't have video footage. Finally, you can create your own animated videos with a tool like Animaker. This format works very well for explainer videos, and with this tool, you don't need to have a professional animator to get you started. Of course, you shouldn't forget about the text you write in your ad copy. Spelling and grammar mistakes make you look unprofessional, and you should avoid them at all costs. I use Grammarly. It checks for spelling and grammar mistakes, and it will give you suggestions to improve your writing. With these tools in your toolbox, you can create great content that will attract attention in social media without breaking the bank. Most tools let you get started for free, so there really isn't anything stopping you from getting creative today. Social media is not social if no one follows you. One of the most common questions I get from clients is where to get started to build a following. In this video, I'll tell you the steps I suggest you take to grow your social media audience. Start small and close to home. Once you set up your social media accounts, tell your friends and family and ask them to follow you. People closest to you are interested in what you have to say, so why not invite them? Many social platforms have a handy button for this. Next, make sure to include your social media links in all your owned media. Start with your website and your blog, but also include links in your emails or newsletters. Then focus on posting valuable content. If you post content people can use or will be interested in, chances are they will share it. The wider your content gets shared, the higher the chances you will pick up some new followers. Use hashtags in your posts. Hashtags are a way to classify content online. Anyone can create a hashtag to refer to specific content or to a topic. By using the hashtag, you indicate a relation of your content to that specific topic. Hashtags are searchable, and on some networks like Instagram, people can follow hashtags, so they can see content related to the hashtag appear in their feed. Including popular or trending hashtags is a great way to get exposure to people who are not in your immediate network, and they could become your followers. Here's an example. Imagine you're a soda brand and you want to generate some awareness. It so happens that it's World Cup soccer time. You could post a picture of your great sodas with a copy that reads, Ready for something refreshing and different while enjoying the hashtag World Cup game? We got you covered. Now, when people search World Cup, they may come across your brand and they may decide to follow you. Want to know which hashtags are popular right now? Tools like Keyhole or Hashtagify can help you find the most popular hashtags related to your business. You can also use ad mentions in your posts. An ad mention calls out another platform user. By doing this, the other user gets alerted to your post, and if they consider your post relevant, they may share it with their audience, giving you exposure to a new group of potential followers. Imagine you own a bakery. You could post a picture that includes a stunning flower arrangement from the popular local flower shop with the caption, "What's better than fresh croissants and coffee? Fresh croissants and coffee with flowers from @FlowerGirls." Chances are, Flower Girls will share your picture with their followers, a new audience for you that could result in a few followers of your own. Another great way to grow your following is to rely on an influencer. A post from them on their account could give you a lot of exposure. However, this typically doesn't come for free. If you're interested in getting help from an influencer, tools like Social Baker or Tagger can help you find an influencer that's right for you and the audience you target. Finally, you can create an advertising campaign to help you generate awareness and followers for your business. One piece of advice: you want followers who have a genuine interest in your brand, so make sure your ad campaign is focused on building an authentic follower base. You don't build a following overnight, but if you take these steps, you'll find that your audience can grow faster than you think. How do you keep the upper hand in positive and negative conversations? In this video, I'll walk you through my 7 rules that'll help you feel confident in your interactions. First, don't shy away from the conversation. Respond within 24 hours and ideally faster. Actually, Lithium Technologies found in their research that 72% of people who complain to a brand on Twitter expect an answer within the hour. So make sure you're monitoring all your social media accounts constantly and follow all hashtags that are relevant to your industry. You can use a tool like Hootsuite or Sprout Social to help you with that if you have multiple social media accounts. Be human. Don't go for canned or automated responses. People expect human interaction on social media. So formulate a response that is specific to the comment that was made and that shows your human side, like in this example from JetBlue. A fun, to-the-point response to Stefan's shout-out about the legroom on his flight. Be courteous. Even in complaint situations, keep in mind that the customer is always king. You may not agree with what they have to say, but good customer service assumes the customer is always right. So empathize with the complaint publicly. Sentences like, "I'm sorry to hear that you had a bad experience," or "Oh no, so sorry to hear that," are good reactions to a customer feeling unhappy, and they make it clear to others that you care. Transition to a private conversation. Once you've recognized the complaint or question publicly, ask the customer to continue the conversation privately. You can use a phrase like, "Please DM us with your email address so we can look into the issue." DM stands for direct message, an option that allows users to send a direct message to you that only you can see. It allows you to resolve the matter in the way you best see fit without having that solution be on public display. Stick to your brand's tone and voice. Interactions with customers on social media are another opportunity to reinforce what your brand is all about. If you adopt an informative and friendly tone of voice in your marketing, stick to it in your social media comments. If your brand is funny and quirky, carry it through in your interactions. Delete spam or inappropriate comments. While you shouldn't delete customer complaints or negative comments, there is one exception. You don't want comments that use your platform for public promotion or for public spreading of hate or inappropriate messages. And finally, don't engage in negative commentary about the competition. It's usually frowned upon and it doesn't make you look good. It's okay to be cheeky at times, but tread carefully when competition is involved. Stick to this easy guideline. Don't do to them what you don't want them to do to you. Remember, social media is all about connecting. Your customers want to hear from you, so don't shy away from interactions. And if you keep these 7 rules in mind, you'll be all set to keep the conversation going and grow your brand. One of the great advantages of digital marketing is that you have access to data about users' interaction with your content. On social media platforms, that means you get insights on how people react to your posts and your overall presence. I've seen many clients who have successfully used insights to accelerate their growth. In this video, I'll share an approach you can adopt to make this work for you too. I like to take a 2-step approach. The first step is to evaluate your follower base. Over time, you want to grow your number of followers. They'll form your core audience to interact with, and they've expressed the desire to hear from you. The larger your follower base, the further your messages will reach. Most platforms provide you with a dashboard where you can check your number of followers and how your follower number is growing over time. Some platforms, like Facebook for instance, go a step further. There you can check out what prompted your followers to start following you. Was it an ad? Was it after a search? Following a page post? Etc. You can also find out more about who your followers are. What are their demographics and where do they live? Some platforms give you additional information, like on LinkedIn, where you can see the professional background of people who follow you. These insights into your follower base can help you evaluate whether you're reaching the audience you intended. You might also discover people outside your target audience like your brand or content, which could be helpful information when you think about growing among new audiences. The second step in analyzing the data from your social media activity is evaluating the success of individual posts. There are 2 important metrics to assess here for each post. First, you want to know post reach, or how many people saw your post. Most social platforms use algorithms that will influence who sees your posts. Not all your followers will be exposed to your message. Rather, the algorithm will try to get posts in front of people based on how likely they are to interact with them. The more engaging your post, the higher the potential reach. Next is post engagement, or how many people interacted with your post. Engagement can mean likes, comments, or shares, and is slightly different for different platforms, but ultimately it comes down to how many people reacted to your post. High engagement on your posts is usually good. It shows you caught people's attention. Social platforms also use engagement as a signal in their algorithms, and it may increase your reach as a result. With reach and post engagement in mind, evaluate your most successful posts. Can you see any pattern in the posts that reached most people and were most engaging? Or is there anything else about these posts that makes them stand out? And most importantly, could you create posts that are similar to your most successful posts, so you can increase your audience engagement in the future? All of the main social media sites offer free insights for business accounts. Use them. You'll learn what works and what doesn't work with your audience, and these insights can point you to new growth opportunities. Social media platforms are great for businesses to get their message out and to connect with customers. But it's increasingly difficult for businesses to be heard with free social media alone. There will come a point where paying for advertising in social media is the best way to grow your business. In this video, I'll help you decide when you're at that point. There are 2 important considerations that should factor into your decision to start spending money on advertising. The first one is reach. Ask yourself, how many people am I reaching with my social media activity, and how fast is my reach growing? It's important to understand the limitations of organic or free social media activity. Your posts can only reach the people who like or follow you and their friends. On top of that, not everything you post will end up in the feed of your followers. Most social media platforms use algorithms that prioritize posts from friends and family. They use many other factors to predict whether your post will be engaging enough to warrant it a spot in your followers' feed. You'll find that overall, this can make it quite challenging to see large reach for your posts. When you pay for advertising, you can expand your reach to people beyond your followers, and you can guarantee that a certain number of people will actually see your ad in their newsfeed. That number will be correlated to how much you're willing to invest. So if you find that your business follower growth is slowing, and if you see that the actual number of people exposed to your posts is too low to drive meaningful results, you should consider investing in advertising to expand the number of people who get exposed to your product or business. The second consideration when deciding whether you should start spending money on advertising is targeting. You should ask yourself, am I reaching the right people at the right time with my organic social media activity? In your organic social media efforts, it's harder to control who'll start to follow you. It's not always easy to reach your audience at the time that they may be close to making a decision. When you pay for advertising, you'll have the option to target your ads to your target audience, or the people you think are most likely to buy your product or service. You can target people in specific geographical regions, people with certain demographics, interests, and people who've shown a certain behavior. You'll also get more control over when and even where people see your message. Since a lot of social media content is consumed on mobile, it's possible to pay for ads that show when people are in a particular location, like near your store, for instance. Social media advertising is powerful because of its targeting capabilities. So if you find that you're not quite reaching your exact intended audience with your organic social media marketing efforts, it may be a good idea to start thinking about spending some money on advertising. If you're ready for the next step in terms of reach and you would like to fine-tune your targeting, it's worth considering paying for ads. Of course, you'll want to make sure that you're also ready to convert people to the action you want them to take once they've seen your message. If you've made it this far, let me say a big congratulations for completing this course. But as I'm sure you know, your learning doesn't stop here. I want to help you by providing you with a few resources to take your learning to the next level. First, check out Adweek Social. This is a great blog to follow for news on each platform, industry trends, and they share great examples of some of the best social media campaigns. Next, take a look at the Facebook Business blog and the Instagram Business blog. They provide great resources on platform innovations and they profile case studies of what worked well for other marketers. Also, check out the LinkedIn Marketing Solutions blog. The team at LinkedIn is consistently providing great content and tips for using their platform to help you grow your business. Another great blog is Socialnomics by Eric Qualman. Eric is also the author of the best-selling Socialnomics book. In both the blog and the book, you will find great tactics to help you hone your social marketing strategy. One final blog I love is Social Media Examiner. It's the leading blog in the industry where you'll find expert interviews, tool reviews, and many tips to help you continuously improve your marketing game. And finally, stay in touch. I'd love to hear from you. Be sure to connect with me on LinkedIn. So that's it. I hope you see the power of social media and how, by designing and implementing a strategy for your organization, you'll reach your audience, grow your following, and ultimately grow your business. Thanks for watching.